Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. If that sounds like your cup of tea, please consider subscribing and give the video a thumbs up. There's also a join button right down there that you can click to become a channel member for some exclusive perks. Diving right in, I'm gonna pin my hair back. This is my most requested, y'all, most liked. Y'all loved this look, commented about it. I got messages about it. My most requested makeup look, and quite literally the easiest makeup look I'm pretty sure I've ever done in my entire life. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull my hair back. I am going to be applying some little press-on false lashes. So that part of it I will speed up, but kind of keep it in real time if that makes any sense. Like, I want you guys to actually see how easy it is. I am gonna pull my mirror close. I have already gone through 2 full packs of the Kiss Impress press-on lashes. I love them. And if you've been here with me for a very long time, you know I am not a lashes connoisseur, y'all. I don't personally like lashes unless they are softer, more natural, like wispy style lashes, especially with me having hooded lids. I just feel like it takes away from a look for me personally. So when they came out with these bad boys, I jumped at the chance. I love them, and if I can do them and I have very poor eyesight, I truly believe anybody can do them. This is a new brand to me. We're gonna be testing together, so I'm a little nervous, y'all. These are the Salon Perfect pinched press-ons, and then it has the little applicator, and then of course the different lengths. I actually think I might like these better if they're as easy to apply, just because I like the variation, and I like that they're like a crisscross, beautiful little cluster. And these were like $8 or $9. The other ones were like 15 or 18, something like that. So a big, you know, price change as well. But literally what I've been doing, I'll pop a couple pictures right here. I've worn my makeup like this nonstop recently. And it's just so easy, incredibly, incredibly easy. I also, because I'm not opting to do any eyeshadow today, I keep these on, I wear them overnight, and I can still wear them the next day. Just letting y'all know. I don't know that you're supposed to do that, but I do. And I don't do anything to my natural lashes whatsoever except for give them a little bit of a curl. And all it does for me as far as like the curl is kind of make them, you know, like shaped, I guess you could say. And then also kind of opens up that little space here because we're putting them underneath the lash. And quite literally, aside from this part of it, which, you know, trial and error, it took me a few times to really get the hang of it. But now I literally put them on in about 3 to 5 minutes. If I were not doing this and I just opted for mascara, this is quite literally about a 5-minute face and an actual 5-minute face. And it lasts me all day. It wears incredibly well. Ooh, these feel nice. Okay. I am gonna go, I think I'm just gonna do, since there's more 12s, I'll probably do 2 12s like on the outer corners and then probably a 10 on the inside. So quite literally, we grab them from the little container. I'm lifting them off with the tweezer. It does also say that you can reuse these, and then as the glue kind of dissipates on them or is not as strong or as tacky anymore, you can just go in with a regular lash glue so you can extend like the usage of these. I'll do this eye, but maybe my hand will be in the way. We'll see what happens. So I literally will lift my lid up some. I take the lash and you will feel it tug. I did, and I'm pulling and tugging. You can see it's not going anywhere. Lift this up and then take this and very carefully, don't pinch yourself or your bride, very carefully pinch them together. I love these. I like these. I'm going to tell you right now, they feel a little bit more sticky and I could really feel that grab upon first application. And they're just a little bit softer and a little bit, you know, more delicate. Again, you would have already seen the pictures of the other ones. So if these wear just as well, these are my new favorites. Picking up another 12, doing the exact same thing. And then I'm going to meet where I got the other one at. Again, you can see me tugging. You can see that they're actually there and, you know, kind of attached to my lid. What the heck is this called, y'all? Upper waterline? And then I'm gonna pinch them gently. Oh, okay. And that is quite literally it. I mean, y'all, even the first time I did this, let me kind of straighten these lashes up. Even the first time I did this, it did not take long at all. It maybe took me like 8 to 10 minutes versus right now it takes me like 2. I'm gonna grab the 10mm one now. And then again, grabbing, and I'm not, you know, being rough or anything like that. Nothing's pulling and tugging. I'm gonna put it in place. You can see again, it's, you know, kind of going with me. I can feel the tug. And then go in immediately with the little clipper, the tweezer. Again, very, 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 very softly. We're done. That easy. And you can see, like, even with no mascara or anything else like that, it gives enough that you're like, damn, that looks pretty damn good. But, you know, it's not so much. It's not extravagant. It's not, you know, it's not extravagant or anything like that. I feel like this one's coming out a little bit. Maybe it's not. I might have just put it in a wonky area. But you can see that it just gives a little something, like enough of something that I feel still put together and stuff like that. So yeah, that is my first step. Let me do the other eye off of camera. I did that actually in real time with you guys. And then we'll come back and you're gonna see how quick this is. BRB. All right, and now both eyes are done. I like these. I like these a lot. I'll definitely report back. Always check the description box and or pin comment for like updates and stuff like that. And then, of course, everything that I use will be linked down below. I am first going to go in and I'm going to prime. This is the Ciate London Dewy Skin Vitamin C Glass Glow Primer. I am already moisturized. Wow, that lighting got weird. Sorry, y'all. And I'm going to go in with just a little bit of this. I did not like this upon first application and like the first time that I tried it, because it does feel a little bit kind of thick and maybe greasy upon first application, but I was like, let me test it out. Let me just see what happens. And throughout the course of the day, it just looks more and more pretty. Obviously, if you have oily skin, you will adjust and do the primer that suits your skin type the best. But the glow here and just the tiniest, not necessarily stickiness, but there's a grip, a level of grip to this. But it's so beautiful. Like, you can visibly see just how glowy that is. And I kind of wait, like I wait, you know, prior to filming and stuff like that, after I've done sunscreen, moisturizer, and all that kind of stuff prior to adding my actual makeup. And then when I put on my primer, I do also like to wait a few minutes. All I'm gonna do is go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy. This is light medium sand. I'm gonna do a little splooge there and there. And then right through here where I have the most like kind of redness, old acne scarring, things like that, I'm gonna do a tiny bit here and a tiny bit here. I'm gonna go in with my Dermatology Luminous Eye Corrector SPF 41. This is the shade medium. And I'm gonna do like a little pump literally right here, mixing it in, just because this has a little bit more peachiness to it. So it's going to really help me kind of color correct and take away that blueness and that sallowness that I do have under my eyes. And then I'm literally going to take my brush, I'm holding it way down at the very end. That's going to apply the least amount of pressure, and it's going to allow me to kind of do feathering motions, if you will. And this little bit of concealer, which maybe it looks like a lot, but it's not. And keep in mind that this is a little bit less dense maybe than some other concealers are. But the reason that I like this is because you can see the level of coverage here, but it never, ever, ever, even on my very dry textured skin, it never, ever looks like too much. It's never heavy. It's never cakey. It never looks thick or anything like that. And I'm still going. Just the bottom half that I had down there was enough to do, honestly, probably my entire face. But I do like to have a little bit added coverage if this is all the base product that I'm using. For my under eyes and stuff like that. I do also have rosacea, but it's, again, enough that it gives me beautiful coverage, still looks like skin. I mean, I've really, really been loving how I've been doing my makeup lately, you guys. And if I'm not talking, you know, I literally just come in here and sit down. It is less than 10 minutes for me. If I'm having a good lashes day, then it's way less time. And if they're being a pain in the ass, then maybe it's, you know, 10 or 12 minutes. But typically, I get the lashes on very, very quickly, as you guys could see. And then it just gives me enough that I don't feel like I need anything else. I don't do all the bells and whistles. There's you know, there's no highlight, there's no lower mascara, there's no actual mascara. It's, you know, no eyeshadow, no nothing. Now, if you wanted to kind of elevate the look that I'm doing today and give yourself a little something extra, then maybe add a layer of mascara, maybe do bottom mascara, or whatever, you know, blush or bronzer shade you use that as a complementary shade into your crease of your eye. I am taking whatever little bits left. I'm going to run that actually onto my eye as well, just because I do have, you know, some veining, discoloration, and things like that. And with the lashes being, you know, on the lower part of the lid, you cannot even tell. Like, they just look so pretty and so natural. I love this. I love this look so, so much, you guys. Quite literally it. I do always like to take my fingers and just press out in through any of the like very dry parts of my complexion, and just the warmth of my fingers is going to kind of help everything just really mesh well and kind of become one with the skin as opposed to sitting on top of the skin. Next up, I'm going in with my Winky Luxe bronzer. Absolutely love this. I use it consistently, and I'm going to do a couple little dots up here and some up here. I try not to come down too low. I don't like that whole like bronzer helmet vibe. That's not my look. If it's for you, then great. And I keep it just nice and close up into the hairline. And all this is going to do, because I did the concealer, and that kind of gives us a blank canvas to work with. So from here, all I'm really trying to do, I'm not trying to sculpt or anything. I'm just adding a little bit of warmth back into the skin. And you can see, I mean, the level of coverage here is great. You can still see that I'm, you know, glowy, but it's more skin-like. It's not super duper, you know, dewy, super luminous. It doesn't look oily or anything like that. Now, obviously, if you do have oily skin, you know, you would go in with different products. But the same basic rule is still going to apply. You know, go in with your favorite primer, go in with your favorite concealer, go on top with, you know, blush, bronzer. If you want highlight, do highlight. I feel like as kind of my natural oils start to peek through, I really see that beautiful luminous quality. So I personally have not been using any highlighter. I am going to go back in with just a little bit more. I cannot say how much I love this product. It is fantastic. But I'm going to go with a little bit more. And as you can see, I'm keeping that a little bit kind of higher up. I would love to know, what are your top 5 products? Basically, I'm kind of using like 5 products today. And that's typically kind of a go-to for me. I love to bronze the skin. I need a little bit of a brow. I want some kind of lashes or mascara. I want a little bit of warmth or something on the skin. And then typically like a lip oil. Those are my favorites. And then I'm going to dive in with the LA Girl Rosy Glow Envy Bouncy Blush. I've also been using this quite literally nonstop. It is insanely pigmented. Like, I barely tapped and I'm getting this much off. So I'm actually going to have enough with that tiny little tap to do both cheeks. But the good thing about this is that if you go in with a less is more approach, I mean, you can see it blends out beautifully. Absolutely stunning. I do really also like that this has a tiny bit of a glow to it, but again, not super dewy, not super luminous, not something that's going to slip and slide on the complexion. And it just works, you guys. I just feel put together without literally any freaking effort at all. I'm going to go in with my Caliray Surf Proof Setting Spray. And then before my setting spray dries, I go in with a sponge. And I'm going to lightly press. And you can see I'm barely putting any pressure. I'm just going to walk this across. And what this is going to do is help, you know, make everything kind of set down into place. It's going to also bring some life back to the skin. If you feel like you're looking a little bit too matte, if you feel like things are not really blending into the skin, they're like sitting on top of the skin, this really is a good trick. Next, I'm going to go into my Kosas Brow Pop Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Dark Brown. And I literally comb my brows down. I start here. I walk it across. Meet my tail, and then I like it to be a little softer out here, so I just run through with my fingers, flip it over. I am going to blend that in. I'm also in the process of growing my brows out, so y'all don't come for me. And then I'm going to start slightly outside the brow, and I'm literally following my brow up, you guys. It is quite literally that easy. And then I'm going to turn it to the more narrow side, walk it through the brow. Again, take that spoolie. And then I like my front to also be a little bit softer, so I will tap it over with my fingernail, with my finger. That's quite literally it. Same thing on the other side. And then I finish it off with some form of lip gloss or lip oil or whatever I want to put on lips for that day. I've been using the Lunar Beauty Divine Lip Gloss, the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Riri, and then the Essence, the pink is the new black, little lip balm. And then of course my Patrick Ta, love that one so much. Today I think I'm just gonna go on with this one. This is the Essence, pink is the new black. And you can see it is almost like Clinique Honey vibes. And you can see it gives a beautiful wash of pink. A little bit of glimmer, a little bit of shine, but not, you know, super glossy or anything like that. And that is it. That is my everyday go-to no makeup look. And if I need to, if I'm going to be outside for a long period of time, of course I will set it down and maybe do a little bit of powder or something like that. With me having dry skin, I don't typically need to powder. But if I do powder, I've just been going in with the Makeup Forever Powder Foundation. And that scent tends to look really beautiful on my skin and really kind of set everything down in place. So that is it. That is my most requested look from you guys. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. Thank you so much to my beautiful channel members. I love you. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.